Good morning and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. My name is Raquel. Thank you for being here. And today is Friday, and this on Fridays we look at the weekend messages and guidance from Spirit. And we do this interactive tarot. And today we have three lovely decks that are witchy inspired. So we have the Everyday Witch, the Modern Witch, and the Sacred Witch decks that I hope you enjoy. And we have our three fairies, the pink, the blue, and the yellow to choose from. So it is an interactive tarot. We look at the main guidance, right, surrounding our weekend, that energy forecast for the weekend. Then we take a look at Saturday, specifically the guidance for Saturday based on the main guidance, and the guidance for Sunday. All right. So let's begin. As always, I encourage that you are in a place where you are undisturbed and where you can focus your attention on the video and on choosing your deck. As your attention is focused on something, that's where your energy goes, and we can connect energetically, right? And I start always by grounding, centering, and connecting with the breath. So if it feels good to you, you can follow along. So sit in a comfortable position, plant the feet flat on the floor, and if you're barefoot, you can wiggle those toes a little bit. Roll the shoulders back and move gently the head from side to side, front to back to release tension. All right, now I put both palms of my hands right above my heart chakra. Take a deep breath and vibrate with the energy of love, trying to infuse love and light into this video. And now let's take a deep inhale in through the nose together. Hold for a second or two and gently exhale. All right, now that we are a little bit more relaxed, please pick the deck that calls you intuitively or the fairy. Ready? All right, if you need more time, remember you can pause the video. Let's begin with the pink fairy. All right, let's look at this deck and the pink fairy. For those of you who picked this one, let's move the cards around a little bit. They have been prepared and the sacred space created before the video, but we still move them, give it a little knock, and set the intention. Please give us guidance, advice, insight into our weekend, the main messages, also the message of for Saturday and for Sunday, respectively. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right, two cards. We honor every card that wants to come out. This is for the main guidance. Now, for Saturday, one card, and for Sunday. All right, one card. Let's see. So, who answers our call? And we have the Six of Swords and the Tower. Major Arcana, major advice, but it is a supporting card here. So, what is the Six of Swords and the Tower telling us about the energies around your weekend, right? So, it is a weekend that the energies say there is a movement in. It is mostly has to do swords. It is the air element. So here we have the energy of these six and swords. So there is a form of movement, but it is has to do with your with your thinking, also with conversations that are heavy. And Spirit is telling you it is time to try to find calm and peace by not engaging in conversations that are heavy or that people, there are some people that trigger us. There are some people that do it on purpose that it can feel like they are little like bit poking at us, poking the bear. So this card is telling you that it is time to move from all of that, right? See yourself as pausing, right? And understanding that if a person is trying to cause a reaction from you, that they are not going to have it. So move from any conversations that are heavy or that they are meant to incite that reaction on you, kind of poking, right? And the tower says, adds to this message by letting you know that any type of relationship or interaction that is based on causing that reaction from you, right? Wanting you to react, or it's more about the other person than about you, right? But still, it's not a healthy place to be. So, if there is any person, any conversation, or any situation that is trying to incite a reaction from you this weekend, move from it, right? Do not it is kind of like being warned. It is a protective message from spirit. Do not allow this person or this situation to cause that reaction. Come back to yourself, to your peace, and move away from all of that. Remember that people that cause that are not building a solid foundation in this relationship, right? It is not a stable situation for you to be in. So, moving away from conversations or situations where people want a reaction is what the advice of spirit for your weekend is, right? Remember, what you want is a stability and calm and peace for yourself. And it is not found in people who, either by the things that they say or even with their attitudes, want a reaction, right? Because some people uh, may not say anything to incite that reaction, but the way they behave could lead to that. So, Spirit wants you to find your calm this weekend and do not engage in conversations or situations that are unstable or that try to incite a reaction. Now, let's go with Saturday specifically. So, Saturday, we have the Three of Wands, right? And remember, once the fire element, our intention, that fire moving forward. And here, Saturday is telling you first to be intentional, but second of all, it is the energy of a three, right? So Spirit's saying it is time for not only expansion, but from looking ahead, right? Looking at what is it that you are looking forward to. It could be uh, perhaps a vacation now that it is the summer, perhaps something to do with work, perhaps a relationship, perhaps spending time with people that you care. So if the main message here is to move away from anything that causes a reaction that's not stable, that's not good for you. Saturday, more than ever, is to focus your energy and your actions and what you do towards the things that make you happy. Sorry, towards the things that make you happy and also towards the things that you look forward to. All right. So moving away from chaos into the things that excite you. So that's Saturday continues this of moving forward and looking at the future and the things that bring you happiness. All right. And what do we have for Sunday? On Sunday, we have the Four of Pentacles. And here we move to the energy of number four and Pentacles, that it is the earth element. All right. So we go from fire to earth. Now, this is a card of holding on to what's important to you, holding on to what is your treasure, right? So, understanding what is fundamental in your life right now, what is important to you, answering those questions, and making sure you hold on to it. So, if it is specific people, right, make sure you treat them well, make sure you show them that you care, that you do not. Let go of those people that are actually good for you, right? If it is a job or a project that you have in mind, create stability around it. Now, let's read it all together, right? To see what Spirit's trying to tell us with these cards. All right. So, first, it is that for you to understand that it is more important to find your peace than to get into situations or conversations or with people that want a reaction out of you, right? Watch out for anything or anyone that does not offer a stability, right? That just want reaction or that create chaos around your life. Put your intention into the things that make you happy. Look forward to the future that you want and let go or move away from anybody that offers that type of chaos, right? And hold on to what's important, the people, the plans, the goals that you have for yourself, the projects, right? That's what's important to hold on to. But anyone or any situation that is chaotic, move away from it and really look forward to things that are truly important and that matter to you and towards where your future is going. All right, I hope you enjoyed these weekend messages. Remember that even if you're watching this in the future and it is not a weekend, you made it to this video for a reason. So take what resonates and always let go of the rest. Do not force anything. And if you want us to look at your particular situation, right? I offer online sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world, either by video call, phone call, or even chat, right? And we have different times 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 1 hour sessions, as well as pre recorded readings. So I'm going to leave you the links down in the description for you to go to my website or my Gumroad storefront. All right. Now let's look at the blue fairy for those of you who picked that one. And here we have the blue fairy and that modern witch deck. All right. Let's move the cards a little bit, move that energy, although as mentioned, they've been already prepared. And give it a little knock and we set the intention. Please give us guidance, advice, insight into our weekend. The energies around us right now, and also specifically for Saturday and Sunday. In love, in light, for our greatest good. And so it is. All right. Ooh, 2 cards fell down, and we're going to honor them because they jumped out. All right, so we have the main energy here. And now let's do Saturday. Saturday. All right, and again, 2 cards. We honor everything. And Sunday. 2 more cards. So it's Spirit, let me just make sure it's two cards. Yes, sometimes they stick together, these that are more plasticky. All right, let's see. The main energy, the main guidance, and look what you got: the World, Major Arcana, Major Advice, and the Eight of Cups. Look at this. All right. So, what's the main energy already? What's this telling us? That this weekend is about the closing cycles, right? Something important that is closing, right? There is an energy of closing cycles and moving away from things, right? Not only moving away, it is walking away and going into something new. So very, very straight message, and it's it's actually positive. Although there may be a mix of feelings, it's very positive here, right? We have um, the energy of the eight as well and the water element. So, what's the spirit trying to tell us? That this weekend, right now, around you, there is an energy of closing cycles, of closing an important chapter energetically in your life, right? So, if right now you are ready to let go of something that may have been important for you, but you feel it's time to move on, it could be a relationship, an intimate relationship, a friendship, it could be a job, it could be moving from a house, anything, or even a habit or anything that you are really done with, right? So it says the energies are closing. There is a closing of a chapter on, and it is a spirit's asking you, even though there may be feelings holding you back, that you move into the future, understanding that life is forward, right? It's not going back to things as they were. Energies, time, everything passes, right? And life is about looking forward and moving forward with it, right? Things, even if we want it, even if we wish something was like it used to be, we cannot rewind time. Even if it seems that, oh, yes, we can go back to what it was, whatever it, no, the energy has shifted, right? The energy, time, circumstances, people, everything has shifted. So there is no going back. So right now, close any cycle that needs to be closed. Understand that spirits telling you move forward to the future, move forward to a new adventure, new things that can make you happy. Take the lessons from the past, take the good things from the past, but it is about moving forward, right? These are the energies around your weekend. Now, let's see for Saturday. And we have, wow, another major arcana, major advice, the Fool, and another major arcana, major advice, the Empress. Now, I want you to see something here very important. Let's move it up a little bit. Out of four cards on the table, you got three major arcana. Spirit's trying to tell you something. And look what you have: closing of a cycle, right? Walking away. And on Saturday, really keep walking into a new adventure and create new circumstances for you. It's really a very empowering reading so far, but empowering in the way that is moving you forward, and they are very positive cards. Even though I say that all tarot cards have their lights and their shadows, this reading so far is very positive. So a spirit's telling you to really look forward to the future, to really move forward, to close any cycles, give closure to yourself about anything right now: situations, people, relationships, habits that do not serve you. And Saturday, more than ever, see it as a day of a new adventure, right? A day to create a new path for yourself. The Empress is all about creation, right? And nurturing. So She's also a lot into self-care, loving others as a great mother, but also taking good loving care about to yourself, right? So Saturday. See Saturday as a new adventure. If you have plans or if there is a place you want to go, card is giving you the green card. Do it and do things that you love. Take Practice self-care, go to the places you enjoy, right? Make Saturday about you and creating this new adventure, right? Because the energies are already telling you some things are past. So look forward to the future and take very good care of yourself. Now let's see Sunday, what it surprises us with. On Sunday, the energies are shifting. Look what we have. Two tens, 10 of swords and 10 of wands. This is air element and fire element. But how interesting, because we have two tens and the world as well. So this is really closing. Let's read it all together and then we'll focus also on Sunday. It really is telling you that there is an energy of ending this weekend. And closing chapters, being done with an energetic cycle in your life, and you really moving forward into the future. But even if there are feelings that you have from the past, understanding more Saturday, do things to move forward into the future, do things for yourself, to really love yourself by saying, if this is something I want to do, I'm going to follow that joy. I'm going to practice that self care. I'm going to really focus on me and where I'm going. And Sunday is the day when those cycles close the most. And Sunday, perhaps there are some thoughts, thoughts, even feelings, things that come that tell you, that you miss something from the past, that you remember um, things from the past that are hurtful, right? But this is a reminder again that the cycle needs to close, that you need to move from what was and go towards the future. Even if it seems hard right now, the energies are moving you towards the future, is walking away from what was and going into what's coming, the new adventure. And remember the power that you have to create and co create with the Spirit. So, Spirit's giving you this wonderful chance to close any cycle and move away from anything that's painful and it has been draining you and does not belong into your future. Really um, adopt this mindset of life is an adventure, it's moving me forward, and even if it feels hard, I can do it. It's going to work because I'm going to make it work, right? So it is a very powerful reading that you got. Very interesting. If you're watching this in the future and it's not a weekend, remember, take what resonates. But remember, this is very powerful. You have three huge, big, major arcanas, one leading with the world and two tens. And all of that is telling us a very big closure here, a closure of energy. And spirit is encouraging you to look forward to the future with enthusiasm, even if it hurts, even if it feels hard. And remember that you can create a lovely future for yourself. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. This is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates. And for us to look at your particular situation, reach out, go to the link in the description below to book a private session with me. They can be done either by video call, phone call, or chat, and we can really look at what's going on with your life, what has you stuck, or any changes that are in the air. And also, you can get a pre-recorded reading if you prefer that. That's video or audio, and send directly to your email. So go to the link below. That will be my website or my Gumroad storefront, or even reach out. And I love answering any questions that you have of how my services can help you at this time. Very powerful reading. I'm still astonished by it. All right, let's look at the yellow fairy right now and see what messages that deck has for us. And now we're moving into the Sacred Witch deck. All right, let's go with the yellow fairy and the Sacred Witch deck. Let's move it around. Cards have been prepared, sacred space has been prepared, but we move them around a little bit and we set the intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our weekend, the general messages, as well as for Saturday and Sunday. And we ask in love, in light, for our greatest good. All right, let's see the main message. Oh, 2 cards. Now Saturday, card for Saturday, and Sunday. 1 card for Sunday. All right. Let's see what the main message, who answers our call. And we have the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. Interesting. So we are moving into a lot of air element. This is Swords, thoughts, communication, right? And Spirit's trying to tell us with this energy for the weekend that it is time to stand your ground and also protect your heart this weekend, right? And protect your heart and stand your ground. Mostly, I would say, because it is the air element and we are in swords here, it is mostly has to do with conversations that can be painful or hurtful, as well as your own thoughts about situations and people. All right. So that does not mean that somebody is going to intentionally hurt you. What it means is that, again, we have a protective message here saying, protect your heart, right? There is that of guard your heart. Everything flows from it. So this is important this weekend. Guard your heart. And that could be from conversations that we have with people, conversations that are hurtful, right? As well as the thoughts we have about a person or a situation. So make sure you stand on guard and you protect your heart, right? And so if you if you have a question of, well, how do I protect my heart in a conversation, right? So this is an advice I give to people when they are entering to a conversation or they are with people and they can already start feeling that energy, or they hear words that are hurtful or things that you can kind of see it coming. Take a deep breath, ground yourself, and imagine yourself surrounded by a bubble of white light. I know to some this may be out there and silly, but really try to surround yourself with protection. You can do that, or even surrounding yourself with a huge mirror. Even imagine it, visualize it, having a huge mirror in which anything other people say or send your way, it's kind of reflecting back. So instead of being reactive, right, instead of getting into the game, and no, the idea is not to attack, the idea here is to protect. So any situation you enter in, any conversation, try to protect yourself by imagining that white bubble of light, right? Or even if that's too far fetched for you, or if it just doesn't, you are not into visualization, just inside for yourself, say a little prayer. Just pray. Remember, you have a spirit helpers, you have your guardian angels, you have a spirit or God, whatever word you use, that is here to protect you. So just say a little prayer, right? And take a few deep breaths and protect your heart. Also, what I think we talked about in the first deck, sometimes people say things or are hurtful, and it has never anything to do with you. It's who they are and what they carry inside. So, the main message this weekend is for you to protect yourself. All right. Also, before I forget and I keep rambling, protect yourself from your own thoughts sometimes. So, having that idea that people do not hurt you because of you, they hurt you because of who they are and what they carry. So, do not go down the rabbit hole thinking that you are at fault because somebody chooses to be mean spirited. All right. Now, for Saturday, the Emperor, Major Arcana, Major Advice. So, Saturday is all about stability, right? This is what the Emperor card is all about: stability, structure, right? So, Spirit here is trying to tell you to have a very structured weekend, right? So, either make your plans for the weekend, be it very structured, right? And this can also help when we have a routine or a structure or tasks or a schedule. It can help us if we are going through something hard and we have anxiety, because it creates that structure, and we try to stay mindful of that, of those plans or that schedule, right? So Saturday calls for structure. Make definite plans, either with others that you have or even for by yourself. Say, Saturday I'm going to do this A, B, and C, and be more structured. And now, what do we have for Sunday? And Sunday, look at this. You have another major arcana, major advice, and it is the Fool who answers. And the Fool, the card of adventure, of new beginnings and new energy. So, spirits letting you know on Sunday, new energy is coming in, right? That it's taking you into the week. So, very important to embrace that, right? Embrace new beginnings, embrace a new energy, and look forward to the next week. Be adventurous also on Sunday. If there is something you want to do, if there is something, an activity that you want to try, a place, a new restaurant, anything, be adventurous, right? Be more adventurous on Sunday. On Saturday is more about structure, more settled, but Sunday calls for adventure, new energy coming in and taking you into the week. Now, the main message, very important, so let's recap here what Spirit's telling us. So, this main message right now around you and around your weekend is to protect yourself, right? Stand guard, protect your heart, right? As I mentioned, do whatever, a prayer bubble of protection around situations or people that can say hurtful things. Also, protect your heart from your own thoughts, right? Do not believe everything you think, and do not let the opinions of others make you feel less. Saturday, create good structure, stability for your day, while Sunday is more about being adventurous, and it's also telling us new energy is coming in. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. All right, I hope you enjoyed it, and also know that by subscribing and getting those notifications on, you will be able to see when I post new videos, that there is a new video almost every day of the week. On Sundays, we do look at the energy forecast for the week, right? On Mondays, we look at work and career. Tuesdays, we look at love and relationship. Wednesdays, we do not do tarot, we do oracle messages, right? Thursdays, we are going to start, we've been looking at chakras and energy, but we're going to start a new series on Thursdays where it's more of a free flow. So there will be different things on Thursday. We're going to be looking at different questions and doing tarot and also adding tarot and oracle. So I'm thinking about a new series. Now, Fridays, we do look at the weekend messages. All right. So, and as always, this is a general collective message. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. And even if you're watching this in the future and it is not the weekend, there is a message for you. That's why you've made it here. And if you want us to go in depth into your particular situation, whatever is going on with you, I offer private online sessions that can be done either by video call, phone call, or chat. And we have three very distinct offerings, that it is a 15-minute quick check-in, a 30-minute the sweet spot session, and the in-depth session at 1 hour, right? And they are great sessions for if you're going through a life transition, if you're going for changes, if you need clarity, right? Or if you prefer, I offer pre-recorded readings. So they are in video format or audio format, and then they get sent directly to your email. All right. And my method of tarot, just a little bit. So I'm a board certified coach and holistic energy practitioner, right? I have a master's in psychology and I've been reading tarot for 30 years. So I bring all of this into my sessions, right? And the other thing is that tarot is a tool. I try to say this in all videos, and different readers use it in different ways. All right. For me, I do not use it as prediction, as fortune telling, because I believe the future is fluid, right? And our um, free will and our choices, we have the gift of choice, creates and manifests our future. So it's more empowering. Now, I do use tarot as divination as a conversation with the divine, as a, getting signs from spirit. What is the spirit advice here? What do the energies call for? So that's how we use tarot. And I add coaching questions, and then we make a plan, whatever is empowering and helping you move forward. So now that you know a little bit more of how I do it and all the offerings, please know that you can reach out anytime if you have any questions. And you can go down below. There is the link for my website as well as my Gumroad storefront. So just book your session or get your pre-recorded reading or get in touch with me if you do have any questions. And I'll see you again Sunday with the energy forecast for the week. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Be kind and gentle to yourself, and brightest blessings your way.